Okay, here we go. Uno mas. And we'll go ahead and see. So Josie doing a really good job on Kraken. Hunter's just a little bit of lack of communication. And Kraken, Gorgon, and Wraith do a very good job about displacing and killing and punishing hunters who are overly aggressive or out of position. Much more so than other monsters. And there's the Trapjaw spawn. So a lot of meat here. I do like that Josie does change up her feeding route a little bit, just to make things interesting. So the hunter should have a good idea of where Kraken is, just because the lightning is very, very loud. I do like their split up. They are a little far apart from each other, so they just need to be be careful.
Hide, boosting.
I think that those were darts from Abe, but I don't know. I think he missed. So the monster is cornered. So right now they just kind of have to wait him out. Oh, and support's going to go down. Support, no. That shield burst should have come out a little bit earlier, and it is going to go ahead and get it down. The monster is going to get away. Hopefully, yeah. The support should have, like, as soon as she got a little bit of wounds, should have headed straight to the medic, and on top of that, should have dodged only the lightning strike. I don't know what with her jetpack. I know she was trying to keep up with the assault, but the assault is the only one that needed to go around that corner. And here we go, stage 2.
Can you scam? Fight here. Where I am.
And yeah, medic should definitely not have gone around that corner first. Again, assault and trapper are the ones that should be the ones checking around corners. Oh, and there we go. Monster punishing. Always have to be very careful. Now the monster or the Emmett would have gotten picked up by it because there's a healing buoy near him. So there was no real reason to kind of go ahead and go all in to try and pick up the body. And that is going to be GG. I'm not sure where the shield drone is. I don't see a shield drone set up. They should definitely have had a shield drone up. Now, if he can survive for 10 seconds, they might be able to go ahead. Nope, and that's it. Again, lightning strike, yeah. Bad face checks. Bad face checks. GG. Let's go ahead and scoot back.
Good game.
So the big thing over the course of all 3 games, it was mostly just positioning and relative jetpack management. The assault and trapper should always be the ones that kind of go around corners to check to see if the monster's back there, whereas medic and support still hang back a little bit. Support and medic should really be kind of more closer towards the middle of the map, and assault and trapper kind of on the outsides where they flush the monster out. At the very beginning, there was that one time when the monster was behind the big area, and that the monster initially was trying to go after Hyde, but Sunny was a little too close, took some damage, didn't dodge the lightning strike, and then didn't go towards the medic, which made the medic come out too far and extend. So if the monster did engage, the medic wouldn't have had any jetpack. So always just be very, very careful. And if you know a monster somewhere, yes, and there was still no communication. Yes, absolutely. Undead, Equinox, Sig TV, and Watch. Welcome to the herd. I appreciate the follows. What?
A juice box.
A juice box? Go ahead and ask Mom. She might give you a juice box. Sorry about that. My son was asking for a juice box. But yeah, the biggest thing was just there wasn't a lot of talking. There wasn't a lot of communication. Always be mindful of your surroundings. This was mostly just a good example of just being out of position. Aiden, what? Wait, what? I can't. I'm not playing Monster right now. Aiden, ask Mommy for a juice box. Okay? You have your milk. Well, you already have your milk. Sorry, my son wanted me to play. Yeah, so the biggest thing is just being out of position. Support and medic are basically your central hub. You should always be focusing and trying to do that as best as you can. And then the assault and trapper should be the ones that are kind of like the investigators. They're the ones that are the front man, and they're kind of like the bodyguards. It was hard to see because there wasn't too much combat. I mean, it was basically just two quick dome, or one quick dome basic. Well, I don't even think it was a dome. It was just two engagements, really. But yeah, if you know the monster is in a corner area, there's no reason to go ahead, like with Hyde. You could have just waited back and guard that entrance. Sunny could have moved a little bit more closer to the south so she can cover the other side of the rock and wait for the medic and trapper to show up, and then you could dome the monster, and then you could go ahead and engage. Remember that it's not necessarily a race. If you treat it like a race, the monster is going to punish aggression and bad habits and positioning. So always just be mindful of where you are, where the rest of your team is, and again, if you know the monster for sure is in a certain area, you can afford to hang back because the monster is going to have to get through you eventually. And then if he decides to evolve instead, you can just do free damage while it's evolving. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Because those were 3 really short games, we'll do one more, and then we'll go ahead and then rotate everyone out.
Yeah, I felt like they weren't using like the terrain around them to like break line of sight and try and stop my attacks, I felt like. So I was able to just wail on one person in like a pit or something, or an open area.
Yeah, exactly. And against Kraken, you basically want to find something that's fairly tall, but it's kind of a small pillar, and you just run circles around it. Breaking line of sight with Kraken reduces his damage a lot. He can't shoot snowballs on the other side. He can't vortex the other side. Sometimes, depending on the terrain, you might be able to get a lightning strike around a corner, but for the most part, you can't. And if someone's picking off all the Banshee mines, that means the only damage the person's taking is really just from lightning strikes, and that's a lot more manageable than all the other abilities put together. Okay, we'll go ahead and do it one more time, and then we'll go from there.